We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
27-yard line.
I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it hate, watch it learn. Can't relate, watch it skirt out the mud, out the dirt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch. Check 3, check 18,
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. Then he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
A 30-yard.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0. So field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Check.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Benson Mayowa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill. Hey, Charlie.
Now Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Pulled in at the 24. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Kill.
Here's Lindsey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hold it ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Get off the field. Red ball leading. Flag.
Here's Hurts to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch Mike. Smooth. Situation. Let's go. Mike, get the cue. Push them. Cover. Screen. Watch the screen.
It'll be Minshew again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now he's flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded on the back line of the with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
And the Panther first down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's caught by Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They'll try and run with Freeman. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
19. Cowboys, nothing.
I don't care what you do. They can't get none of this.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kenny Clark, his second sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Airing it out for Hamilton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Philip Lindsay, 85 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Pettis on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised. Surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Flushed out right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Carolina.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And a Panther first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Let's go.
A 16-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
On second down, Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they will take a knee here.
Patriots.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.